Today on Suncoast View, more rain means more mosquitoes, and that means Zika concerns are back. We'll discuss options.
Great news for art and book collectors. There's a new store in town with fabulous finds at bargain prices. We'll tell you all about it.
Their instruments come from the garbage heap, but the music they make is priceless. The Garbage Men Band is here to rock our studio. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Pam McCurdy.
Yes, great to see you here.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you. Glad to be back.
Energy.
Thank you. You do, and you're looking all summery.
Yeah,
Yes,
where's the top of your dress?
So we need to point out on your close shot,
Yes.
you do look like you're in a towel.
Well,
This is a great outfit.
well, thank you. I am wearing it in honor of Veronica today. I got this at the Goodwill.
Yeah, step out. Just we'll see if I better
Yes.
show everybody
This
curve
is a
here. It's just
Goodwill
right there.
gem.
Yeah, right
Wow,
there.
that's amazing.
Goodwill gem. Went to Kravitz, had it, altered a little bit. And this was one of my outfits I was considering taking to the Kentucky Derby.
I love
Just all
it.
the flowers, and big hats.
What an
Well, you
amazing
look
reminder
gorgeous.
that you don't have to go spend
Yeah.
hundreds of dollars on a derby dress and have to be all perfect
Right.
when
Well,
you can
absolutely.
find it at Goodwill.
Wouldn't that have been a funny conversation? Oh, lovely dress. Yes, I got it at Goodwill.
At the Goodwill. Well,
Who are you wearing?
yes.
Goodwill.
I'm
wearing
wearing
Goodwill.
Goody Will.
That's very funny. All right, well,
Yeah.
welcome. We are
Thank
glad
you.
you were here. And tell us about the Humor Institute.
Well, I have to tell you that actually today is our anniversary. We're 3 years at our new location at Ringling Boulevard.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Improvement this
Happy
is.
anniversary.
I know, absolutely. We've really, done well at this location. Having just different options there that we didn't have at the other place: a kitchen, the holding room, the green room lounge bar, valet parking, parking garage, and of course the many amenities all around downtown that our guests are able to have options on what to do
Yeah.
before and after the comedy
You
club.
bring downtown live.
Yeah.
You really do.
Destination.
And you're able to
I'm liking
teach the
it.
art as well. And I think
Yes.
that's so exciting to be
Yes.
able to, help people who maybe have always wanted to be funny or
That's
think
right.
I'm funny
Or think they're
and get
funny.
into it. So we're reminding everybody about your comedy boot camp. It is
Awesome.
coming up July 15th. And of course you
Absolutely.
can get more information online. But it's always amazing to me
Yeah.
when people are like, I've always wanted to
Hey,
do that.
not to brag, but you have the Garbage Men on today, and Jack, one of the front guys of the group, our first kids comedy camp, he was a part of that.
Really?
Oh.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
I'm going to take a little, that's right,
You're
I'm taking a
taking
little
the
credit
You
for him
gave
being
him the
out
courage
there.
to be a Garbage Man
That's
member.
right.
That's very fun.
We
All
got
right.
him talking trash. That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
That's what it's all about. Very nice. Very nice.
That was a good one.
All right. Well, we're definitely in our weekend mode. And I want to point out, we're all about local.
Yeah.
This is kind of a cool concept, and it's from right here on the Suncoast. As you're out and about for the summer, you might want to put one of these little guys in your beach bag. It is called a shot pack, and they are made and packaged right here in Sarasota. And what it is literally a shot. It is an alcoholic beverage, but they come in all these different flavors. So it's like a lemon drop, a margarita, a sour apple, and they're
Yeah.
completely sealed. I find them best frozen, to be honest. I keep mine in the freezer, so it's kind of, does that make
Yeah.
you not a problem?
Like a popsicle.
So it's like a popsicle, but then it's kind of like
Like a
grab
cake.
and go. If I'm going somewhere and I might want a little something, or to a picnic or something like that.
Running errands, need a little,
No,
little
no.
shot of
You
courage.
Pick me up.
I knew they were going to turn this around and make me look like a lush, but I love the
Need
concept.
a little pick me up. They go through the airport.
Yes.
Yeah,
Speaking of
Bo
things,
Beth knows all about
I
that.
know they go through the airport. They will not stop you.
and I'm not going to fault you for that because airport drinks are about $12 a pop.
I know.
That's right.
This is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it is a lot
Yeah.
cheaper. And I like the fact, too,
Yeah.
that, when I'm going to a picnic or an event, for one thing, you can't have bottles out on the beach.
Right.
And you don't want to
Right.
carry your liquor bottles around, and I don't like to carry sloshy things in the car. So it's just a great grab-and-go thing, and it's fun, and it's summer, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And it's
So-
local. Shop
And
local.
it's local, right.
Yeah.
Thank you
Great
for bringing
idea.
it back to the point. Shop local, no matter what it is. All right, it is time for our our first hot topic. And speaking of local, it has certainly been a rainy week. I think we're all giddy to see the sun today. But Zika concerns in Florida are once again on the rise. Mosquito spraying will return again this weekend in portions of Broward County. They are not happy about having the spray out there, but they will not be using the controversial chemical NALED. But statewide officials are reminding everyone to get rid of standing water as mosquito breeding is expected to be on the rise. Well, at least they're going to have a good weekend. How much are we still worrying about Zika? Does this cross your mind now that we're talking about it again?
I don't think we are worrying about it, but I think it's still something we should worry about. We almost like have forgotten that this is how dangerous it is.
Yeah, it's out there.
We haven't forgotten, though, that it's misery when the mosquitoes come and you're outside. So we are aware of it then, I think. And if you're going out in the woods, you really do need to put on some kind of mosquito spray.
What about spraying?
The woods, I literally just went to pick up my garbage can from the corner and I was attacked yesterday.
Yeah, if you go out at sunset, they're bad, I'm hearing. What about the spraying? I mean, there's a lot of people that thinks we're getting nuked.
DEA and all of those chemicals. It's so bad for you.
Yes.
Well, I don't think the ones that they're spraying, they do spray overhead, I believe, and they'll come to your area.
Correct.
Sarasota County is great. You can call them and say, you know, I've really got a mosquito problem, and they will come and take care of it. First, they look around your house to tell you what you ought to empty. And if you have a pond, you can put those mosquito-eating fish in, and they'll eat the larva, and so you won't have such a problem.
Yeah.
And if you've got an old
all good natural things.
I mean, I like the idea of spraying because I don't like getting bit, but I am concerned about those chemicals. You just never know with so many different things that go on. You know, people are getting cancer here and they're just everywhere. So you always worry about what's being placed in the air and what's around. But, you know, even speaking of this company, they actually have a mosquito repellent that is natural, and they use things that are vegetable made. To help
the Shot Pack company?
The same company.
And the reason being the pouches, obviously.
Yeah, so but the idea is there are natural ways to get rid of mosquitoes without putting chemicals in everything. I don't know, but they're just outrageous.
Well, and they're out. So definitely check around your yard, empty any of the pots that have the standing water, and you know, protect yourself.
Spray, because there are also ticks out there. So you've just got to be careful when you go out.
Good Morning America just did a big segment on ticks, and we're a hot spot.
I'm almost 80 years old. I've used those things for 80 years, and I'm not dead yet, guys.
Good
so
point.
they're not that dangerous.
Always comes back to that, Linda. Alive, kicking, and doing great.
I survived a lot.
She's always our reference point. She's our reference point.
Use those chemicals.
And she was probably never used a seatbelt either, but don't
That's right. I do.
But you did it when you were 20.
Oh, no, we didn't have them.
They didn't have them.
There were no need. There was no need.
That was mean.
Cars were, though. We did have cars when I was 20.
And Mama's arms.
That's right. I remember that actually growing up. Mama still does that.
Mama does it.
There is new ammo being fired in a major music diva duel. Katy Perry and Taylor Swift have been taking stabs at each other for years. It started actually over a dispute over backup dancers. Well, it got real last night. So Katy Perry dropped her 5th album, Witness, at midnight to her fans on all the streaming services. Just a few hours prior to that, Taylor Swift announced that she will re-release all of her music to the streaming services at midnight. Now, Taylor's 5 studio albums have not been available to stream since 2014, but now they're all there. The pop princesses will apparently be fighting it out digitally. Irony? No one's saying.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't irony, but oh my gosh, just let it go and already.
I saw her though, James that does the
Corden.
Yeah, Corden.
Yeah, she was in Carpool Karaoke.
And I thought that was brilliant. She was awesome. It's so much fun too watching that. But she, you know, acknowledged, you know.
They talked about the duel.
Yes, absolutely, and that she wanted to patch things up. Let's put it behind us.
Maybe
Apparently
it's for
not.
publicity. A lot of those
think
stories
a lot of it
are
is.
for publicity.
Absolutely.
And if
But
not,
it did occur. I mean, there is a feud.
Yes,
and if
yeah.
you ever have listened, and I obviously have a teenage daughter, so I know too much
Swish,
about it.
bish.
The song, I don't know that one, Bad Blood, Taylor Swift's song, it's all about how her and Katy Perry don't like each other.
Oh, really?
But that's
I
the
didn't know
bad
that.
blood.
that's a
So
shame.
Her
Interesting.
swish, swish, bish
Oh.
is the Taylor Swift
We'll come back.
Did not know that.
Listen to more music.
Well, we have
we're out of the
teenagers.
loop. We're out of the loop.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you live with 20-somethings.
I do know who those people are, which I think is a
That's
plus
good.
in my case.
That's good.
You know what? Ironic you say that
good.
because listen, another pop princess, Kesha, not feeling the love from Jerry Seinfeld. Linda just
yeah,
pointed
she
out
wouldn't
she
get a
knows who
hug.
these
She
people
wanted a
are.
hug.
Kesha asked Seinfeld for a hug while doing a red carpet interview this week. Jerry didn't know who she was and was like, no thanks. Well, social media
and he
went
walked
wild.
away.
Seinfeld says, I am 63. I do not have to know every pop star, and I have to meet someone and say hello before I'm going to hug them.
Okay, well, I meet people I don't know all the time and give them a hug, so that doesn't bother me.
Well, and that's the question. Do you hug?
Yes,
Randoms?
but you know what I think guys are worried about is being then charged with sexual harassment. We're very careful with that when we're out in the field, like putting mics on people and hugging
That's
people and
true. I never
everything,
thought about
because
that.
you could be charged with something, and I'll bet Jerry's aware of that. But people I don't know that are watch our show, of course I give them hugs. They're like family.
He just doesn't want to be touched.
I think, right. I know,
Yeah.
though, Beth's not a toucher. I'm not a big toucher.
Germophobia. I mean, it's real. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't want to make that physical contact.
And
You know,
you're a
not only the germ
stranger.
thing, but it's, you
And
know.
he was busy. He was on the red
doing an
carpet being
interview.
interviewed.
That's a very
Yeah, but
intimate.
guess what? I bet Linda's walking through the grocery, maybe with her grandchildren in a family situation, and someone's still going to
What
flag
a
her down and hug her.
hug.
It happens all the time.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. And I like it. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
It-
I don't
it-
have intimacy
It feels like
issues.
family.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, I don't mind it, but just because I don't doesn't mean someone else, you know,
That's
is
correct.
going to
Yeah,
respond the same
absolutely.
way. Like,
Right. No, I
I'm
agree.
okay with
Give
you.
him one of these.
There you
then
go.
hug him. That's what I'm talking about. Get your
Carry these in your purse.
comedy courage.
I do touch a lot better after those. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Yeah.
friendlier.
You'll hug almost
hug
anybody.
everybody.
I'll hug everybody. All right.
No niceness needed.
Millennials be the generation of emotional intelligence. Some are saying that the young ones may be better off than the rest of us. NPR is reporting that millennials spend twice as much on diet plans, workouts, plus they have an increased interest in mental health and therapy. So are millennials onto something? Should the rest of us do more for ourselves? Personally, I think most of them are selfish. I know
It
that's a
seems
little-
like they're totally
Absolutely.
focused on themselves.
Well, yeah, I agree.
Talking
And I'm
about
gonna
your
tell you,
children when you
I
say
am talking
this.
about
Then
my
I'll
children.
let-
One out of every 3 families right now, honestly, have mental health issues with their kids. I don't know if it's something in the water and
Well,
from
we
Zika
talked about it
spray,
this morning.
but
Do they
seriously.
really, or have this generation been so helicopter parented that they think everything is an issue? Like, we all had anxiety, but nobody sent us
Yeah.
to a therapist.
That's true. You just dealt with it. Your mom
Exactly.
just said, shut
Get
up and sit
over
down.
yourself. Right.
Right.
Mine
Well-
would send me to my room and I'd play loud music till I got over myself. Now you go to a therapist.
But now you know how to. The thing, that's how we learn to cope with it. And it's not that it's happening more often. It's just that we're recognizing it more and we're
Yeah.
responding differently to it.
Well, you know, my great teaching career. I taught school for 3 months, so I'm an expert. But more children seem to have problems with sitting still, with ADHD and things like that. And I think, now here I am saying I'll
Right.
take all that mosquito spray, but
Right.
it's something in the water, some of the sprays we're using, some
I
of the
don't know.
plastic, something like that.
Something
Because I do
environmentally.
see a
I mean,
tremendous difference.
I
do
I
too.
know there has been statistics that say, for instance, like ADHD is on a rise and different things
Yes.
like what's that syndrome? I can't remember it now. I'm drawing a
Autism?
blank. Autism is also on a rise. But I feel like a lot of those things have been around and we
No,
just weren't
no. I'm
diagnosing
telling
it.
you.
No, I was in the schools. They were not
disagree.
there.
Yes.
I mean,
They
I
were
just,
not
I just
there.
feel
So many
back
kids
then
being
in the
bipolar.
80s, but in the 80s we just weren't diagnosing it. We were just saying
We're
those
talking
kids
about
were
the
bad.
60s and the 50s. They weren't there. I was in the schools. I never heard of autism until I was a TV reporter doing a story on it in probably the 60s or 70s.
So much more
I
prolific
mean, I'm
now.
not
It
saying
really
there
is.
Something
isn't
that
more
we're
pro-
doing is causing
I know
it.
the statistics say it's increasing, but I just feel, because think about it, who tested for that back then? You just had a bad kid or your kid just
Well, you
wasn't
just got
smart.
labeled not
Yeah.
intelligent, not
And that's
behaved.
the thing. I think it was around. We just weren't
And with
testing.
technology,
not,
we all
not
are
like I'm
now,
seeing it now.
you know.
Not like
Yeah.
I'm seeing it now.
But I have to agree with Linda.
Well-
it is.
And good or bad, I think it's good that the younger generation recognizes that they have needs that they
Yes.
can meet. So
Remember what
Yeah.
Kennedy said? Think not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your
country.
country. I don't think we're thinking like that anymore.
Well, I think the millennials are. They're like, if I have an issue, I'm going to address it.
Right, I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
get it
try to
fixed.
find what the problem is versus the rest of us. Like, yeah, this hurts, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
But they're not
Exactly
so
how
much
I am.
focused on traditions, you know, like in the workplace.
Yeah.
They're so non-traditional. They're experiential.
right. We'll
love
see
your
what
drawings.
happens. Yeah. All right, finally, yet another reason to appreciate our men in blue. A Jacksonville sheriff's deputy saved a woman from the St. Johns River. And when he emerged from the water,
He could save me.
Yeah.
I'll jump in.
Now the photo's going viral. I'm not sure it's for his water rescue skills either, but what's happening in this studio? Oh, I wish you could see what I just saw. Our upcoming comedian is now taking his shirt off.
Because he wants to save us too. Well, I mean, I'm all for hot men around me. So.
Yeah, there you go.
The police officer, the comedian.
Bring it on. Can you tell it's Friday and I heard the moon is full this week as well?
All I'm saying.
All right, we're going to check out our happy hour forecast, and then before we bring on the men, we'll do a little shopping with Goodwill. Stay with us.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast, and we're heading into the weekend with a lot of sunshine today, but that's not going to be the case over the entire weekend as some clouds and moisture return, but a beautiful day out on the beach today. The one and only, really. Yesterday was okay, but today much better for beachgoers. Lots of sunshine and the waves starting to calm down a bit after that storm system kind of moved on out. As far as we're concerned, we'll look for clear skies overnight. You can see a lot of that moisture that was around now over the Bahamas and down through the Florida Straits. But notice the motion down there near Cuba. That actual cloud cover starting to move back northward now as a warm front, and that will have an influence on our weekend weather. You can see the rain still occurring over South Florida near Miami and down near Naples and Marco Island, but not much going on for us here. All is quiet. As I said, should stay that way through this evening. We're not anticipating anything too significant as far as that goes this evening. Well, much more on your weekend weather coming up at 5. See you then.
Goodwill stores can be a treasure trove of fun and unusual finds, and always a great value. A new Goodwill store is opening here on the Suncoast with a more specific focus. Veronica Brandon Miller is here with good news from Goodwill for art and book enthusiasts. So tell us about this new store.
Well, we're very excited. It'll be the very first art and bookstore for Goodwill, Minnesota.
Wow.
And it came because we closed the Manatee store to open up further down on Cortez for a bigger selection. And the community was in love with our bookstores. So we already kind of knew we wanted to do books, but it's such a cultural community, so we added art. And since then, so many wonderful donors have been donating their collections.
Oh,
and we're looking
wonderful.
for more. We're always looking for more.
Well, let's take a look at some of the things you brought, because we have some pictures down here. Tell me about those.
Okay, so that is very cool. We were going through a selection, and Al Konetsky, am I saying his name right?
Al Konetsky.
Yes.
See, we were discussing this earlier. He was actually a Disney artist living here, right here in Sarasota. Unfortunately, he died a year ago, but fortunately, he donated most of his collection to Goodwill.
Oh,
so
that's amazing.
What a
they're
nice
all
thing.
signed and printed. His claim to fame also, he's the one who created the lunchbox set. I remember having one.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
the Disney characters on the bus, that was him.
Oh,
So-
wow.
He was such a nice man. We
Yeah.
interviewed him several times, but these things are like so valuable.
yeah.
Now, what is this that we're looking at?
Oh, it's a print from Ringling Brothers and Barnable Bailey Circus. I can never get those words out. But those who love art, look at this. I wish you could really see this up front because the colors are just amazing.
Just a lot of really nice artwork, amazing
Yeah.
artwork. Look at this one.
Are they still great values? Because they look like
Oh,
they,
yes.
they look so valuable. Oh, that's
Absolutely.
beautiful.
Absolutely. This was donated through an advised donor fund from Sabadell Trust, but literally, guess how big that is?
How big? Looks
like
like
a
really
wall.
big.
12
Yeah.
feet long.
12 feet?
It's 10, a
10.
little over
Close,
10.
close
It
down.
is huge, but talk about like brilliant colors
Oh.
for your living room. Oh yeah. But also we have fabulous books.
Oh, look at this. You have other bookstores.
Yes,
But
we
this
do.
is the first book and art.
Book and art.
So will this be more high-end in terms of your book selection? Because I noticed a lot of these are very historic.
Well, it'll still be the same, so you can always get
Get a variety.
A variety.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Tell us about the books you brought.
I brought unique books because
Yes,
you know,
very.
sure
Yeah,
you
I
still
don't
have the
see
Janet
any
of
Harlequin romances.
Yeah. It's funny. I was going to get that for you, hon. Okay. But the first one that Pam's holding, that's from 1803. Talk about rare and unique.
Pam, don't touch that.
It looks like it actually looks like a typewriter when you open.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the way the
So
typeset
that's
is.
very valuable, I would
Yeah.
think.
No pictures whatsoever. So.
Well, because
Oh,
it's
the
supposed to be
dream of the
reading.
world's tragedy. Oh, nice.
Light reading.
What
And
is
the next
second
one?
Oh, is that the Sarasota? The story of Sarasota, and it goes to 1946. So talk about the historians who really want to dive into it. That is fabulous, and some of the pictures are super. So I love what people donate. Just think about what a collective community we have and what
Did
they
they
donate.
still have problem with
And
the
not
snowbirds
yet, but
in the left lane with their blinker on?
Look at
I
this.
like this one.
This one is really fun.
that's fun.
This is one of the pop-up books. Looks
It's a
like one of the
pop-up book,
original
yes.
pop-up books.
Yes.
Okay, look at this. This is
Ready.
called Table Lay Yourself. And
Which is
you
a weird
open it
title.
up,
Yeah.
and look, and this looks like it's very
fashion.
very
Look at
old.
It looks like it's really, really old, but it's from the 1960s.
Not that bad, but
Yeah, but
goodness.
isn't
That's not that
adorable?
old.
No, it's not.
It's like archaic.
I already had children that were looking at books like this at that time.
Yeah, and look, it's still in excellent condition.
Oh, I love this. I could spend all day with this.
pop-up.
But tell me about this one now.
Oh, that's funny. It says Lawyers and Legends of Sarasota.
Lawyers and
Yeah,
Legends?
I did that.
No comment.
Yeah, we want to start looking at names and stuff. But as you can see, Life magazine from
Ringling.
1945.
A lot of great stuff.
Ringling.
Oh, you've got to see this place. I will be there shopping. Thank you so much.
June
It's-
22nd,
It opens June 22nd.
June 22nd.
Okay. I see a field trip. Okay, the Book and Art Goodwill store is going to be on Manatee Avenue in Bradenton. You can get more information from Goodwill's website. And next, this weekend's McCurdy's headliner joins us for a good laugh, and we sure need that.
Woohoo!
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Belt Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knott in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
We've got a great comedian with us this weekend at McCurdy's Comedy Theater. So we'd like to welcome here L.A. Hardy. Nice to have you with us, L.A.
What's up, guys?
Hey, we just did a segment with Goodwill and talked about the cartoonist Al Knitsky. He was with Disney. And you have a cartoon, Black Dad.
I do. It was
Tell us about how you came up with that.
It was a thing that kind of started from my act, and I started talking more about my kids because I have two. And as I started talking to them about them, I started to realize some of the things that I do with my kids, other people don't do.
Like what?
Like, for example, you know, your kids start messing up. They don't want to clean their room. People come, I'm going to threaten to do this to you. I'm going to threaten to do that to you. I got a daughter. She's 16. I can't threaten physical violence with her. So I say, if I want her to do something, I don't want you to, I'm going to beat your behind. I say, I'll pick out your clothes tomorrow. That's what I do. Put that burlap sack back on. That's right.
That's funny.
That's exactly true.
That would work.
It definitely would work. And I have a 12-year-old son. I heard you guys talking about the stuff that's going on now. With these kids are unappreciative.
That's right.
My son sees something on TV. First thing he says, I want that. And he doesn't understand. I didn't grow up like that. With my father, you had to watch what kind of toys you asked for, because he'd use them to beat your behind with. I mean, I got beat with a hula hoop. That hurts, man. 1, 2, 3, over and over. And then my mind is being lost by the things going on in society right now. We were talking about it. Me personally, I'm totally into getting naked.
Oh, Lord.
I'm totally
I think Stephanie,
exactly right.
Witness
You want your kids to do something, stop telling them to do it. Go in your room, especially if you're a dad. Get undressed. Put on a jock strap, some long white socks, and some flip-flops. Walk out, and when their friends are there, and ask them if they want some food, and shake your butt right in front of them. Just shake your butt right in front of them. Little kids don't like that. Little kids don't like that.
It is. Humiliation works.
Exactly.
Love it.
Every single time.
It's an excellent parenting technique.
I'm telling you.
I can't wait to see how these kids turn out.
Trust me, it will work. It not only works with kids. What if we did it at the airport? Stop going through my bags. Make everybody get butt naked at the airport.
Yeah. I'm not only going to take off my shoes.
Yeah. Hey, it'll be ugly, but it'll be safer. Nobody's going to fight a naked man on the airport or the airplane. You know what I'm saying? You might put your hands up, but the minute somebody's private parts hit you somewhere, the fight about over.
Pat me down.
I'm good.
Pat me down, please.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
No doubt.
I bet you are a good dad.
I do okay. I think I'm okay.
Not only is he a good dad, but he's a good entrepreneur, chef. He's just opened a new restaurant.
You can cook?
Well,
Linda wants you.
I actually can cook, but I hired a chef.
Good job.
I came up with a recipe for chicken, because where I live at, Port St. Lucie, we don't have a lot of chicken restaurants. Personally, I like chicken. Who don't like fried chicken?
Right.
Please.
So I opened up a restaurant called The Funky Chicken. It's fried chicken, chops, and waffles.
That's awesome.
1184 Port St. Lucie Boulevard.
We're going to try right there now.
But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of people coming in. We have a Facebook page. We're doing our thing on Twitter and Instagram.
Good for
and
you.
I just want to put good food in people's hands. It's really, to be honest with you, it's a food truck idea that I just put walls around.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to rent the place out, do different things. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Is it your grandmother's recipe or something?
Mom.
Your mom's
Me and my mom actually got in the kitchen. It was her recipe from way long ago. And I just kind of tweaked it a little bit, and we moved around, and she kind of came and helped. And my mom is 87 years old.
Wow.
I moved down here to help her because she was in QVC rehab. So I had to try to get her out of that. And we worked on the recipe together. Yeah. It's a true story.
Well, please make sure that you check out McCurdy's Comedy Theater this weekend. He's here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can go to mccurdyscomedy.com to purchase tickets. Hope everybody comes out to see L.A. Hardy.
That's right.
Thanks for being here. Coming up
Thanks,
next,
guys.
a musical treat with some very unusual instruments. Stay with us.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
I'm Alan Cohn. Release the tapes. Fired FBI Director James Comey testifies before Congress. We'll have local analysis of his remarks on President Trump.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Reuse, recycle, give back. That's the mantra of today's Sounds of the Suncoast Band, and they take it to heart. Here's Sarasota's own The Garbage Men. Take it away. It made me want to move.
Fantastic, guys.
All right, so we're going to start at this end. Jack, please tell me, Jack Berry, please tell me about the band and introduce all of the members.
Well, the name of the band is The Garbage Men, and the reason we call it The Garbage Men is because all of our instruments are made from things that we found in the garbage.
I've got all those in mind right now. I've got more instruments for you.
I would not have thought that because you sound amazing.
Champagne bucket in the garbage. Come on.
Oil bucket, cereal boxes.
Yep.
I'm telling you. All right, so who are the other members?
Well, my name's Jack, and I'm playing the guitar, which is a Cheerios box, a yardstick for the neck, and a toothbrush for the whammy bar. We have Harrison playing the saxophone, made from a kid's toy, PVC pipe.
Can you blow that for us? I mean, what does it sound like?
Wow.
And
I've
it
got
has
one of those, and it doesn't sound like that.
different pitches?
Yeah.
Oh, because you put holes in it. Oh,
That's
that is amazing.
And then my brother over here, Trent, is the drummer, and it's made from buckets and trash can and some other stuff too. And then our friend Paul is here playing the bass, made from Apple Jack's box.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay, so when I see garbage, I think garbage, not
Throw it away.
instrument. Yeah, so how do you transform it to turn it into an instrument, and how do you know what sounds it's going to make?
Well, maybe you've heard the phrase, one man's trash. is another man's treasure.
I have heard that.
We decided to take things that you wouldn't normally use for instruments or stuff like that and make something musical with it. I originally just wanted to make myself a guitar, but I didn't have wood or a saw or anything, so I just used the materials that I had lying around. And when I brought it to school to show my friends, they had the idea to make a whole band out of similar things, and soon we realized we could teach people about sustainability by doing things creatively like this.
Well, you know, where this began, because right now you've been playing at Whole Foods for years.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us about your beginnings at school, what school, and how it all started.
We're from Pineview School in Osprey. My friend Harrison here, his mom works at the Whole Foods store, so that's how we got one of our first gigs playing there. And that's how we developed sort of our street performance persona that we developed. And we just like doing that because it gives us a chance to connect directly with the people.
And how many different instruments do you guys have?
Well, the instruments you see today are the ones that we perform mostly. We have a fifth member named Austin who also plays a glass bottle marimba. There are glass bottles filled with water. And then we also have Harrison playing the trombone made from PVC pipe and traffic cone.
I have a musical question, actually. How do you get the different tones? You know, because you actually played a song, so there must have been notes that mixed well together.
It sounds good.
How does that work?
The guitar works the same way as a normal guitar, but instead of 6 strings, it just has 1 string. So the vibrating string is vibrating from this point here to this point here, and when you move your finger around, it changes the length of the string, which changes the pitch.
Wow.
And do you tune it so that, you know, your A is the same as
Yes,
F in a chord?
we tuned to the saxophone, which I think is close to an E flat.
That's awesome.
Well, I also heard that you guys are now off at school and you come back and play when you're in town. Is that right?
Yes, we also perform around Earth Day time when some of us are back in town at some of the local elementary schools and museums to teach kids about sustainability.
Oh, wow. Well, I think this is amazing. And also, you have a CD that is going to charity that kind of helps to raise awareness about sustainability, too. And I know you're going to play us one more of those songs, so I'll let you play that, and we'll be right back after that.
Okay.
Take it away.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You guys keep up the good work. Next, when we come back, we learn about the perfect summer wine. We'll be right back.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. After months of development, Sarasota gets a test run in preparation for the 2017 World Rowing Championships. Thousands are gathered here this weekend for the U.S. Rowing Youth Nationals. And how a new pilot program in Manatee County is expected to make a difference in the fight against the opioid epidemic. Now let's get a check on the weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob.
Thanks, Scott. A beautiful sunny day today, all day long along the coast. Beautiful beach conditions as a result of a high pressure system that's going to be around just for one day. And then we start to see a frontal system come back our way, which will bring an increase in moisture and a little bit better chance for some showers to come back into play. All this moisture you see down here slowly working its way back across the state over the weekend, and it looks as though we will see better chances for inland storms, however, both on Saturday and Sunday. More on that coming up at 5. See you then.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
And welcome back. We like to celebrate all fun national holidays on this show, and Saturday is National Rosé Day. Yay. So our favorite chef, Paul Madison, is here to teach us about types of rosés and actually make suggestions for our summer entertainment.
Awesome. Well, this is fun. National Rosé Day. I didn't know about this holiday.
How could you not know about this?
At first, I thought it was about flowers.
That's right. He's making fun of me because that's what I thought, actually. He's making fun of me. But it didn't have the little line when it said roses, so I thought it was roses.
This holiday is for Linda, who spent years being embarrassed of drinking pink wine.
My husband would get up and leave the table when I ordered white Zinfandel. Because I really like white Zinfandel, and he said that was embarrassing.
But you know what, Linda, rosés are in right now. So you tell your husband that you were ahead of your time.
Yes, there you go.
And that you are this is
a modern woman.
It's now very cool to drink rosés, especially at this time of the year.
All right, so tell us about what you brought.
Okay, so I brought a variety, and there's so many different ways to do a rosé. We started with a white Zinfandel, which has what made rosé.
It's got Linda written all over it.
It's got Linda all over it. It made rosé popular in the States.
So is it sweet?
It's a very sweet wine.
Okay.
Zinfandel is a red grape. It's a grape that wasn't being sold, so marketing in the wine world said, let's sweeten this up, let's make it a girly, drinkable, easy wine to drink.
All right, Linda,
and we sold a ton of it. And we sold a ton of it.
We won't wrestle you for that.
We go to a sparkling wine, a champagne called JP Chenet, which comes out of France. France has been making rosés in the champagne world and in the still wine world forever and ever and ever.
I like bubbles. May I try that?
You may.
Thank you. Because you know what I've noticed about pink champagnes or rosé champagnes is it cuts the bites a little bit of the acidity of a champagne, and it also has the baby bubbles, which I know make it easier to drink.
Exactly.
And it also makes you feel better quicker.
Well, alrighty then.
Because bubbles make the alcohol absorb more. You know
well, alrighty. This will be quick.
This is pretty easy to drink, and it doesn't have bubbles.
All right, so what's next?
Then we went to Italy, and this is from the Abruzzo region, so it's 100% Montepulciano di Abruzzo is the name of the grape.
Can you keep talking? Yes, that was amazing.
Grazie. One thing really cool about this wine, and this one has a richer dark color. They leave the skins in there a little bit longer, and it's got a lot of fruitiness to it. I'm not going to say it's sweet, but a lot of fruit in that wine. And the cool thing about this, wrapped around the bottle, is a little bit of the rootstock from the grapes.
Maybe I'll try that one.
Okay.
Or you want to try that one?
Yeah, because you'll like it because it's got some fruit forward. So, Paul, just a quick lesson about how rosés are made. You keep mentioning the skin. So the different colors we're seeing here, does that relate to how long the skins sit?
Rosés are made from red wines, from red grapes. There's two ways to make them. You can do the saignée method, where you're making a red wine, but you want a more concentrated red wine. So you put the grapes in the tank, and they start to ferment, and you've got 100 gallons of wine. You decided to rack off 20 gallons of it. Just take it off, get rid of it, leave 80 gallons to become that killer red wine. But those 20 gallons that come off already have some color to it. They've been in there a few days.
Pick up the tannin.
And they go ahead and then they ferment the rest of that down to whatever sugar they want it to and bottle it.
So these are red grapes.
That's a saignée style rosé. And then, or you can just ferment it the whole way with those grapes, but at some point you need to remove the skins, because the skins are what give you the color in the wine. And then you keep it to be a rosé.
And so the next wine here.
Next wine is Halter Ranch. This is most classically styled after the Tavel region of France, which is where rosés really began. It's got some Picpoul, some Grenache, some Mourvedre in it, all your Southern Rhone style wines, grapes.
So a lot of different
Let's
ones.
give this one to Pam. She doesn't have anything.
There
I'm feeling
you
bad
go.
over here drinking beside her.
Then we go over to Benziger. Benziger is a great winery out of California. In fact, we're doing a wine dinner with them on the 21st this month.
You guys have a wine dinner with them. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the wine dinner is great. The winery is all biodynamic, which was like the original organicness, but even better. So all the winery is biodynamic. All the grapes are biodynamic, and all the wines are as well. So we're doing that on the 21st. It's going to benefit Halter Ranch, or it's going to, benefit Nyman Ranch, the Nyman Ranch Scholarship Fund, which is great. We're excited about that.
And you've brought us these Benziger wines. They're so drinkable because they don't have that other stuff in them. It's the only non-chemical thing I
very
can
little
think of.
sulfites, no chemical in the soils. Really, really special.
Yeah.
And then we end up with Vocal. Vocal is a brand new wine. A guy that's involved with a winery called Christopher Creek out in Napa created this wine.
Pam wanted to try it.
It's his little pet project. This is the Cadillac of the.
Now you have two.
Oh, the Cadillac's nice and dry. Way to hold off.
And Vocal means letting the vineyards speak for themselves.
Wow.
It's all Pinot Noir grape in there, and it's rich. It's fermented down to be bone dry, and is really special.
And I know, in addition to the Benziger wine dinner, you also have a rosé wine dinner.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, August 24th, we're going to feature all these wines. We're going to do every course with rosé and really see all the different styles of food that work with rosé. Everything from sweets to spicy foods and everything in between, depending on the style of the rosé. Because we found out they go from sweet to bone dry and everything in between.
It's fascinating how many different flavors there are from the same type.
Right.
Well,
Would you serve a steak? I mean, a heavy meat product with a
with that one, another one in your hand, I would. Yeah, sure.
Well, definitely can be paired with all kinds of things, and it will be paired with a bunch of different things. You can join Paul Madison for the 6-course rosé pairing wine dinner August 24th. And for more information, just visit their website and get all the details about that. And when we come back, we're going to take a closer look into the kitchen. We'll be right back.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest to support your head, neck, and shoulders, bedside power plugs, under-bed night lights, and more. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less than Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-774-8103. That's 1-800-774-8103. Call now.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that. and with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Welcome back. Okay, remember how we've had rock walls come in before and we did some rock climbing? Well, good news, rock climbing can cheer you up. It is one of the things that is said to cure depression. And the reason is because you're utilizing so many different things, muscles and mental. I know, and I know you're thinking, okay, there's no way I'm going to go rock climbing, but quite honestly, with the different ways you can do that around here, including going to gyms and renting one, it's good for you.
It turned me up to watch you guys falling off it. It was really funny.
So this leads us back to one of our favorite days where Beth, Joey, and I went rock climbing. Now, I understand Joey told everybody last week when I was out for my elbow surgery that this is when I blew out my elbow, when Joey beat me to the top of the rocks. However, that is not when I hurt my elbow. And by the way, people, I'm about to be healthy and strong. And in a month or so, we're going back up.
All I know is I'm not taking that side anymore. I'm going on the easier side.
Well, all I know is that is not an attractive camera shot, and we are not going to be shooting up my rear end in white jeans ever again. Ever. I mean, seriously, that is mortifying.
Why did you wear white? That was your fault.
Did not think about the fact that was going to happen. Now I'm thinking about the kitchen, though, because Chef Pedro from Philippi Creek is in the kitchen. We can't wait to join him.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. Security concerns arise in downtown Sarasota following a string of bicycle thefts. We'll have some tips on how you can keep your ride safe. In Suncoast Traffic Watch, drivers are seeing some congestion in the usual trouble spots this time of day. Drivers heading north on I-75 near Fruitville Road, some backups there. And otherwise not looking too bad on I-75. Now over to Bob for another look at our weather.
It's got a beautiful day today, lots of sunshine, finally a good beach day and no advisories around, but look at all this moisture down to our south. This is what brought us all the rainfall this week. It's slowly working its way back northward now, and it could be a player this weekend. Right now, the heavy rainfall well down to our south. There's not much going on here. It should stay that way too through this evening. You can see one or two lone showers dancing across our skies, but not much out there with a complete weekend forecast coming up at 5.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
The official salon of ABC 7.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-962-4112. That's 1-800-962-4112. Call now, 1-800-962-4112.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Coming up Monday at 4 on Suncoast View, there is nothing better than a lounge chair and a good beach read. Bookstore One in Sarasota brings us the best summer paperbacks to throw in your pool bag. So Bobeth dreams of being a singer. Music Compound will give her a voice lesson to show that, well, anyone can learn if she can. Oh, sorry. Plus, we asked Dr. Jenny about the Southeast Cannabis Conference, and Fins at Sharky's is in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We have stumbled into the kitchen, and we're here with Chef Pedro from Philippi Creek.
Oh gosh, Bobeth.
So what are we making today, Chef?
Well, I want some of that.
You may need it to keep up with them.
I need a motivation for that. Okay.
By the way, I want to say you are one of our favorite chefs.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
And I have the knife, so
there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, we're making some potato dumplings.
Okay.
And I already made the batch over it, but my friend is going to cut them.
Okay.
So she's going to cut them in little pieces, dip it into the hot water.
So is it potato and flour? What's in this?
There's potato, flour, Parmesan cheese. Go ahead.
Woohoo! Is it different than gnocchi? Or is that a different word?
It's almost the same.
Okay.
In America, we call it dumplings. In Italy, they call them gnocchis.
They're more Linda, you are making that a weapon. That
go
hot water
ahead.
is
That's
flying.
fine. I like it because it gets it. There you go. You can put more in there, and then we put some olive oil.
Olive oil.
Okay. And then we're gonna go through the tomatoes. You can dump the tomatoes.
Okay, so
tomatoes. There we go. That's a nice pan.
What else?
Then the garlic. There we go. Then you can dump the all the mussels. All the clams in there.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Wow, this is a dangerous job.
Anything else?
And then some of the parsley. Go ahead.
Some of it?
All of it. All of it.
I love all.
Little bit salt.
So those mussels
and then
are
you give me
open.
some of the ones that you can dump the one that you give me to drink. But
Clams?
Yes.
Okay.
Clams.
So are they open because they've been steamed?
Yeah. You know the secret, if you want to do this at home, you can blanch them in the same water for like 10 minutes and they're open.
Yeah.
And then you can put them in the bowl and then you just, when you put the pasta, you put them together so
That's
you don't
a
have
great
to
idea.
overcook them.
You don't have to worry
No,
about
you don't have to worry.
We have
No, because we have the gnocchi. I just want to show you the finished product. That's the way they look. Nice. You can put a little butter.
Okay.
Linda's working very hard over here.
Yeah, look at that. My
Wow.
God.
Are you a baker in your spare time?
I love her in this hat.
Look at that. She's a chef.
This is a chef's hat, right?
Well,
This is his hat.
yeah. No, it's your hat now.
Gorgeous summer colors,
You
Chef.
took my job.
Is that
There
enough?
you go. That's
Why
enough.
is it not boiling in there?
It is
Don't
boiling.
mind the
but,
one I dropped on the
Don't
floor.
pick that up and cook it.
It is boiling.
Is
but,
gnocchi considered a dumpling?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
I did not know that.
I
think we have enough. I think you're getting too excited with that.
People are going to love these things.
That's why you're one of my favorites, because you tell us, you're doing the most right now. Let's stop.
That is a cool basket,
we cook it. Yeah, there you go. You can find those anywhere. Look at that beautiful gnocchi already. They're floating.
Perfectly
You can see when they cook, they're already floating in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just
So when they
immediately
start to
from
float.
here, you just drop them in there. There you go. You see?
And these have already been cooked.
Those already been cooked. So that's the finished product.
Okay.
So you're getting all
That's
the
okay.
flavor and the
That is
juices
Yes.
mixed in.
Yes.
Chef, I'm going to put you on the spot
And then the
here.
king crab.
Philippi Creek, part of Savor Sarasota?
Not this year, but we're running all these kind of specials.
Oh, good. So
For the whole
specials
summer,
throughout
yes.
the summer, which is even
Yeah,
better
these are
because
the
it
big
lasts summer long, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then what did you put on top?
King crab. Then
Oh,
the end, so
my
you don't want to
king
overcook the
crab's
king
my
crab. Look at that.
favorite.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, and
delicious.
everybody's ready. All right, that looks absolutely
It
gorgeous.
does.
Clams with dumplings topped with king crab. There is amazing seafood all summer long at Philippi Creek Oyster Bar. So, of course, you'll want to stop by and try that. We absolutely love Chef Pedro from coming in
thank
and
you so much for
treating
having
us
me
to
here.
that.
Yeah.
We are going to dish up and enjoy. In fact, I actually have some utensils, girls. So if you
And
want
there are
to
a couple plates
Yeah.
there, so
dig
we'll
right-
share.
oh,
Send
yes.
one over here.
Oh, I
We don't always
understand.
get plates. This is a treat.
Translation, we'll eat anything. But that's okay. Linda, your honesty is the most refreshing part of my everyday.
It's a summer menu
Maybe
going
we
with our
shouldn't give
summer
her
wine.
any wine.
Summer wine, summer seafood, and summer specials at Philippi Creek Oyster Bar.
Here, let's dive in.
All right, yes,
There
dive
you
in.
go.
I'm gonna have
Pam, thank you for joining us. Great to see you.
Thank
Pedro,
you.
thank you very
thank
much.
you
And
for having us
everybody,
here.
enjoy your Friday and enjoy the rest of your day. And of course, enjoy the Suncoast view.
Here's to
Isn't that lovely?
laughing.
That is so pretty.